Oh my fucking god. Oh my lord, dude. This is the fucking crazy shit. But bro, not a single damage negation thing. Oh my god, man. Like, I barely won this. And of course, we had the mace one at the end. Thank god my ult was there active. Jesus Christ, man. The way I died was so unfortunate because I was so close to them and they just spammed their attacks. Like, that's the thing. The thing what they spam is that they don't necessarily attack you at once. Sometimes they just spam it like a what do you call it? Like a distance attack, and the other one will rush you, and then you just sometimes get fucking roll caught. Jesus Christ, man! Oh my god, that was like that was so fucking stressful. Thank God the Revenant rezzed me there, but I died twice. There's another death that I had at the fight, which kind of doesn't happen that much. We died the one death that activated the Noklateo. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, she did a swing attack there because I whiffed my charge attack. That's the thing with, like, when you whiff your charge attack, it's so fucking tragic. Oh my god, man. Like, Revenant with that clutch res. If it wasn't for that clutch res, we would have lost. We would have fucking lost, man. So fucking bad. But here's the thing, you guys. I want to take an opportunity about this to talk about this fight, right? There's something that I want to talk about after the fight now ends. I am gonna upload this to YouTube because that's I think my perfect opportunity to kind of suggest a way of dealing with that fight, because I saw a lot of things and I rarely see what I am thinking of. If we didn't have Noklateo, like, we would have lost that one. Noklateo. So yeah, here's the thing. And again, this run was so cursed because I was like, seriously, not a single damage negation, like passive. The only one I had is like damage negation on charge attacks, I think, that I found, and it was the lowest tier. Not a successive, not a taking damage. I'm not even mistaken. No, I think I didn't even have taking damage. Like, not a single damage negation, bro. Like, the troll, yes, he was red. The troll in Noklateo one-shot me when I was level 15, like, or 14. Like, that was insane. My build, I had, like, by the way, let me show my build. I rarely do that in the run. This was, like, the most milquetoast build. It's been a while since I played with it. This is my favorite build to play with Wilder when I'm doing solo, depth 5. Because it's just so consistent. The earring, and I have the art gauge filled greatly with ability with physical +2, and I have, wait, what is this? Oh yeah, I have character skill cooldown reduction, ultimate art charge, and physical +2. Yeah, I think I have another setup. So I have physical +2, physical +2, and I actually have one with. This is not my best one, honestly. But then I have physical +3, reduced dexterity and faith, and I do have the blood loss. I have blood loss resistance, thank God. I have physical +4 with taking damage cause poison buildup and fire damage negation. And I have another physical plus 4 with reduced max HP and the Scarlet Rod afflict enemy is actually used. This was I wanted to go with the max physical max, and this is not the one. But yeah, I want you guys to talk about something that is really important about this fight. Drag Colt, oh, come on. Honestly, that could work on Revenant. It has fist attack power, which she does use a fist at the start. Physical damage against +1. Honestly, it's not that bad. It's actually a pretty decent one. Dormant Scar, Fist, Infinite Attack Power, Iron Eye. We don't want Fist. I want Claws with Iron Eye. I do have one with Claws. Axes. Mind Faith, reduce strength. Successful Guardian, Guard count. Bro, I have so many Guardian relics, I barely play with them. So yeah, what I wanted to discuss, you guys, is that first I wanted to show the relic setup that I really wanted to, that I missed, because I do have physical max for a while there, right? What is it? What is it? This one. Oh yeah, but I don't have deep relics on them. I don't think I have, because this one, oh yeah, probably that's why. Because like, look, check this one. This one has the additional character skill used with physical +2. Art activation spreads fire in area with physical +2. And art gauge fills greatly when abilities activate with physical +2. I just need to put +2, +2, +4, +4, +4 in blue, yellow. I kind of want to check if I have something like that, but with character blood loss. I don't think I have a blue character blood loss. Probably that's why. Okay. Skill blood loss. So yeah, what I wanted to talk about the balancer fight, guys, is that here's what I think, and I'm happy to get your feedback in case anyone wants to give his feedback, since I'm gonna put that on a video. Is that I think this meta thing of the way you fight balancers is that you gather together and you just wail down on them is not necessarily that consistent. I think it's the wrong way to fight it because of one thing, is that if you do too much damage, sometimes you would kill the balancers, you would stun them, you would kill the next one before they're out of the stun animation, which will cause them to not get stunned again, right? And you still have to sometimes trade damage. And this is one of the dangerous stuff, is that you're most likely gonna trade damage, and especially like in a run like this, we didn't get a single damage negation. I'm not sure if the guys with me have damage negation. Yeah, he didn't have it. Well, like, he had this one, but I don't think it helps him as an Iron Eye. He barely can tank anything. Okay, he had damage negation at full HP. Bro, I had none. And Revenant was just going into damage. Okay, understandable. I could show the relics too. Yeah, he kind of has decent relics. He had an Everjail. We didn't do Everjails. He did have a Night Invader. Oh yeah, we went to only one Night Invader. Interesting, that is true. He has repeated evasion. Okay. And the Revenant. Yeah, she had a starting incantation beast class. Honestly, her relics don't look that suspicious. Like, this one, for example, is a god tier, but I have one like that, kind of more or less. I have physical, and I think I have a green too. Proof bestial physical +2. Bestial, let's see these ones. Bestial affinity, bestial. Honestly, her relics seem to be fair. Not honestly that. They don't look anything cheat. I mean, we're on PlayStation, so the fact that you would cheat is unlikely because you kind of have to jump through hoops to do that. But that's a god tier drop. Like, bro, I never get drops like this. But whatever. What I wanted to say is that the way that we fight balancers, so now I'm going to get into it. The way that we fight balancers, I think, is inconsistent because of the reasons that I stated before. The way that is you're meant to fight them in a group is, I think, made me realize the way that I think you're supposed to fight them. To a lot of runs that I did with Everdark Balancers, where I would like try to play with people and they would go down, and then when I would have to fight them alone, and for some weird reason, paradoxically, the fight would feel easier when you're alone, because you rarely get swarmed by them, right? If you're like away from their gathering point and you just like let them come one by one, you you rarely just get swarmed by them. You never at all. It's what will happen. You would run away. One would run after you. You would kill her. The second one would come after you make some distance. The second, I think it's always the closest one beside the one that got down, will run after you, and then the closest one will attack, which is the first one you killed, and you alternate between them. And the reason I say that even fits, because think about it, there's 7, and you're 3 people. I think what you're supposed to do is that you have to learn their moveset, and then, so you can be comfortable with it, and what you do is you have to separate. And I think this is the whole point of them getting staggered. What's the whole point of it? Is that you have to separate each other. You have to separate, like you have to kind of take different sides. And I think the way it would work is that when you separate, each one of you is going to fight one balancer, and then one after that would alternate. Now, it depends how will they alternate. Maybe they will intersect where one that is close to one of the teammates would switch to another one, to another teammate, or to you. I'm not sure. That's why, I don't know. I kind of open to your commentary, guys, if anyone wants to comment on that. But I think this is the way you're supposed to fight them, is that you're supposed to separate and you fight them alone and you wail them down. And the reason I even think that makes sense is that even for the worm phase, the issue with it is kind of a really almost garbage phase. Like, I had to do so many runs to just kind of more or less learn how to kind of deal with it consistently. I'm not gonna even claim that I know 100% consistently how to deal with the worm phase. It's just now I understand a little bit better. And lately I've been able to like kind of deal with it. But the reason I say it would make sense even for the worm phase is that the worm pretty sure tends to target one of the players. And worst case scenario, if the worms run over one of the teammates, then it's not that much of a loss. And you can kind of make your way to rezzing that teammate, because either the worm phase is going to be over and one of the teammates is going to be closer to the downed player, or it's going to be like worst case scenario, the teammate is close to the explosion. You just do the same thing where you separate both of you and you wait until the worm phase initiates again until you get a chance to res him. And the good thing about it is that it kind of gives you a safety, it kind of gives you an insurance policy, I think, in that you're not guaranteed to all get killed, right? Because a lot of the ways you would die with the balancers, in case you don't die to them when they're rushing you as a group, is that the worm just runs over everyone. Right? And I see that so many times. Like runs over everyone or kills everyone in the worm phase. And most of the worm phase, the worm attack, as long as you're far from it, are manageable. Like the shockwaves that they said is like okay, that's not an issue. It's just the issue if the worm runs you over. And that's the kind of the logic that I was thinking of, is that why this fight would work better like this. In that, as long as you get separated, you kind of avoid getting overwhelmed by multiple of them. Because like think about them and how their attacks are designed. Like they're just designed to punish you if you like panic roll, especially if you panic roll backwards. And if there's multiple of them are gonna run after you, you have to roll backwards to try to make distance. You will get killed, or you want to try to iframe one of them, but you're gonna get like You're gonna get like true comboed basically. You're gonna get frame trapped because another one will intersect with her attack. And I think the best way to avoid all of these issues is that you kind of do the same thing you would do if you're fighting them solo, but you just like what do you call it? Like you split it to 3 people. Like you do the same job as being done by 3 people. And I think this is the intended way, in my opinion at least, is that the intended way when they designed that fight, how you're supposed to fight in a group, where the teamwork is not about you like kind of being together, sticking together, rather it's like kind of this coordination effort. And yeah, like that's what I wanted to say about that fight. And I kind of I said I'm open to any interpretation, any comments, any suggestion, any like objections even to what I'm saying. Like or like give me a counter thesis of my suggestion. What wouldn't work in this strategy that I just laid out. Of course, I'm not claiming that I thought about it. I'm the first one to think about, but I rarely, almost never see people do like this method, and I'm interested to at least test it. I don't know how, but I wouldn't be surprised if it turns out that the method that I just laid out is probably the more appropriate way to fight them. Because funny enough, I did see a video of someone talking about how you're supposed to fight balancers and like, oh, you have to have a Revenant, you have to have a Raider, and like, I feel like a lot of these fights are not meant to have actual specific characters. You're just supposed to have any team composition that works at least. Like you have to have certain, like there's certain variables, but like you kind of have to have some sort of a tank, a damaging character. And maybe something like that helps with DPS or whatever, or something in between. But I kind of think like this is one of the fights if like the 3-player. If my strategy turns out to be a good strategy, is that where I can see it being the case is that the best method of fighting battles is having 3 damaging characters, and as long as you're separated, you're just gonna run them down because they're kind of a DPS race, right? But yeah, I am interested to see what you guys have to say about that. Yeah, tell me in the comments. What do you think of this? If it's a good method, if it's a mad method, if someone did try that. Because I always see that the meta is, oh, you run together and you fight them together and you run them down. I'm like, I always see a lot of runs that die like this. And it feels like so stupid. That you would go all through this effort just to like kind of bet that you're gonna be able to kill them that way. Well, I guess what I'm saying is that a little bit more the correct approach is probably a little bit more methodical than this. And so yeah, you guys. I'll be happy to see what you guys say about that. If anyone would like to comment, like even if anyone has any tips of, oh, maybe I could have done something better. With this fight, a better way to deal with this fight. Because I did also lately, like, I don't know, it's been a couple of days ago, maybe a week, I don't know, where I fought them, had Everdark Balancer, but I had a Duchess with a carry and slicer build, and I had to solo them, I think, at the end, and it wasn't that scary, because Duchess has a better dodge to deal with all of their attacks, and her DPS is a lot better. But yeah, you guys, I guess that's it for this fight, and as I said, I will upload this, and it's probably gonna be a very long ass video, because almost half of it is gonna be the boss fight, and the other half is just me rambling. But in case you do watch all the way till the end, I will really appreciate it. And yeah, tell me your thoughts about this fight. And enlighten me of any points that I missed. But yeah, guys, I guess that's all I had. Hopefully you enjoyed the boss fight. It was pretty intense, I would say. And if it wasn't for Noklateo, we probably would have lost this one, like quite handedly too. But yeah, guys, I hope I'll catch you later in another one. And yeah, make sure if you want to check a couple of other. I have a lot of like sketchy ones that I upload. Most of the ones that I upload are always ones where something goes wrong, because they kind of makes for good material. But usually they're very long videos, so I don't know if you're in the mood sometimes to watch like a catastrophic run and see how that turns out. Yeah, consider I guess checking the other videos. And yeah, thanks again guys for watching. And I guess as I said, I'll catch you later on another fight. Probably my next target is me uploading maybe an Everdark Libra fight in Deep of Night. I have one, but it's not a Deep of Night one. That I might also upload eventually, because I still have it. But I would like to do a Deep of Night run. Like I did have a couple of runs where just like we just smoke him, where I use like just the Halo Scythe. Like I don't have an actual Halo Scythe build. I just have Duchess with Affinity Attack Power up, and like I think the last one I remember I was just lucky and got a Halo Scythe as a drop from a troll. I remember till now. And like he just got fucking melted at the end. But yeah, like maybe more of a sketchy run of Libra, but kind of have to wait to see when that shows up. Well, yeah, guys. Yeah, hopefully I'll catch you later next time. Take care.